Hello everyone, Richard here, ready to do a core review. Let me get it set up. I'm gonna force load something, but I'm waiting to see what Soren thinks we need. I want to guess a Panzer 3. Let's see, so set up alternate mode. So let's do my core review. I'm sure people are curious. So I got an attack +1 hero on my Grenadiers, 230 kills, 14 losses, 222 experience. And at Lillehammer, he actually got his hero. I haven't been using him much since then, but I'm trying to change it because I think Grenadiers are super important. He's the guy that has a truck at Poznan, and I think not having a movement hero is fine because he has a truck. Bought these at Oslo, 224 kills, 23 losses, 281. That's pretty good. So he's gonna get a hero probably before Barbarossa. I hope it's a good one. Attack +2, 265, 253 experience. He got his hero Calais. Yeah, he's starting to build up some nice kills. My mountain unit, 298 kills, 11 losses, 280 experience, defense +3 hero, which he earned at Calais. And he's doing really well. Defense heroes and mountain units are beasts, and I think you saw that at Dijon. At times, they were just dismantling units. That defense +3 makes a big difference. He's almost at 300 kills and almost 3 stars. That's really good. Yeah, I will give him a point of overstrength. I don't know if I'm going to overstrengthen these guys. 318 kills, 280, defense +2, so he's freaking insane. He got a hero at The Hague. This is amazing. My mountain units are killing it. Ola Deer, 425 kills. That's really good. I wish it was a little bit lower, but I'm trying to use Ola Deer a lot less. And notice that he did cross 3 stars, so even with me using him a lot less, he still got the 3 stars. It's preferable, if you can, to thread the needle between gaining experience on your units and not using superpowered units too much, because when you do that, it causes an imbalance in the kill distribution. So I'm really trying to de-emphasize, especially in the early war, that is your opportunity to give other units a chance to shine. And he's clearly been busy. You can see I'm using him less. I mean, this isn't too many kills. My other Pioneer, 235, 297. He's almost at 300 kills. And he got his hero at Lillehammer. So I'm going to use him a lot because I got to get him more kills. Or actually, I don't need to get him more kills. I need to get him experience. He's at 235. Not good enough. SE Grenadier, 238, 263 kills. I'm trying to use the SE units less because they're already really, really good. And they're going to get used all the time. So it's actually good that the kill count's so low. And he got an initiative +1. That's a good hero for a Grenadier. He got attack +3, 397 kills. It makes a big difference. 252. He got his at Narvik. Just freaking nuts getting a hero that early. And he's not far behind Ola Deer. But again, this is a unit that is not of primary importance. I only really care that they hit 3 stars by the end of 41, because all of these units are going to go completely bananas in 42 and easily get the 4 stars. This is the Panzer one I started with at Poznan, and he got an attack +3 hero at The Hague, which is perfect. 353 kills, 256. I am not upset at all. Kill count looks good to me, and this unit took a lot of the damage early war, and has been very, very good since then. Kesha, 244, 323 kills, 11 losses. 244 experience. I'm very, very happy. Keep Kesha use low because you don't want him to take kills from other units. Panzer 3, 196 kills, 13 losses, 270 experience. Initiative +1 hero, which he earned at Calais. I can't complain about this. This is great. This SE tank's going to get deployed all the time. Low kill count. Excellent experience because I got really good shots in with him. The hero of Dijon, 213 kills, 20 losses, 3 stars of experience. He's definitely due for a hero. I'm hoping it's spotting, but attack +3 wouldn't bother me. So, yeah, he did very well. I'm very pleased with him. Panzerjäger, 171 kills, 2 losses, 231 experience. And I got this guy. This is my anti-tank that started. He's in excellent shape. I can't complain about this at all. I got this guy at Oslo, 154 to 8 losses, 230 experience. Once again, can't complain. Got this guy at Reims, 221 experience, 26 to 0. Not bad. 96 to 1. Got him at The Hague, max experience, very happy. 88 to 4, max experience, got him at The Hague. 203 kills, 325, got him at Spoils of War. Wait, how many kills? Oh, 203, nice. 71 to 1, got him at The Hague. Defense +1, 224 to 0, 325. When did he get his hero? Albert Canal. Yeah, completely not very helpful. Defense +3, 212 kills, 4 losses from Poznan. Spotting, 260, and he got his hero at Mabuj. He gets elites and overstrength. And he gets overstrength, and he gets overstrength. Okay. Where was I? This guy, 30 kills, 2 losses, bottom at Reims, 2 stars. 265, Poznan, movement +1, he earned his hero at Calais, and he gets upgraded to a Naval Waffe, and 2 points of overstrength. 263 kills. He's definitely due a hero. When did I get him? Lods. Wow. Max XP. Range +1. I know this has range +1. He got that at Dijon on the final turn. 268 kills. Yep. Awesome. My 88 gun, 209 kills, 0 losses, 231 experience, and I got him at Spoils of War. He's doing really well. 341 kills to 1 loss, which was at Dijon. 261 experience. Hero is earned at Ebonimel. Absolutely incredible. This guy's gonna be, he's gonna get 3 heroes, no question. And he's from Piatek. Wait. Yeah, I got this guy at Piatek, so he's just gonna be overpowered, and he's nearing 3 stars. I got this at Lillehammer, 87 to 2 losses. Look at how many kills I got on this guy. 87 and definitely over 2 stars, and only 2 losses. So there was some excellent combat in there. This guy I got at Lillehammer, and 47 to 3 losses, 184. He would have been 2 stars if Reims didn't have crappy weather. 197 kills to 1 loss, 265. So Heinrich Barr is doing pretty good. He's the only fighter that actually took a damage. I will not upgrade him yet because he's not 3 stars, so I'll save a little prestige. Because I don't know how much it would cost, but this guy is from Piatek, a second fighter. Got attack +3 and has 335 kills and no losses. And you can thank Soren for the fighter traps for helping make that happen. This guy I got at Poznan, defense +1, 467 kills. Insane. That's actually good he has so many kills because his hero is not great. And I will upgrade these two. Or will, yeah, you know why? The initiative is so much better. But I will wait to upgrade Bar because I'll save a little prestige on the overstrength point. That's done. My tactical bomber, 656 kills, 1 loss. Got an attack +2 hero at Albert Canal, and it definitely paid off. He has an attack +2 hero, 659 kills, and he got it at Albert Canal as well. Very nice. And I think they have an upgrade that has lower soft attack, but we don't really care about that. So I will make that upgrade. The higher heart attack is nice, and way more fuel is even better. Lent, 408 kills, no losses. He's been freaking incredible. And max experience. Got you at Lillehammer, 17 kills, 286 experience. He's had some crappy scenarios, so that's why he didn't hit 3 stars. I will deploy him this scenario to get him to 3 stars, and then I'll upgrade him to the more powerful Domye. 56 kills with 1 loss, 316 experience. Give him overstrength, and then we upgrade. And save some money that way. I probably will deploy him this time too. Heinkel, 76 kills, 0 losses. Got him at Oslo. 82 kills, 0 losses. Got him at Oslo. So that's my core. I don't know if I need to overstrength Oladir. I don't know. Oh, I didn't upgrade these tanks. It's definitely worth it, higher ground defense. Yeah, the tanks just need to get upgraded. Yeah, this is way better. And I'm waiting to see what other upgrades he makes, if he makes them. And I'll keep Bar as an E until 3 stars. Probably that will happen after Metaxas line. Or probably certainly after Crete. He will be ready to get upgraded. But I'm very pleased with this. So let me show you some results. So here are broad results. So what's on the left is like old macro measures from my second attempt on ultimate mode, and what's on the right is what I've just been doing. Notice I'm blowing by my prestige amount, thanks to Soren's innovations and other people, and just playing better. I have 2 more total units, which is going to be helpful for me because they're going to be experienced by the time our Barbarossa starts, saving me some frustration. Both times I had 23 new heroes. 18 units are without a hero on the left with the old way, and 17 on the right. Notice my kill count is over 1,000 higher, so I've obviously been more aggressive and taken way fewer losses. I actually didn't even put that stat up here. Oh, I forgot to include the total losses stat. Anyway, I'm getting old way 219 kills per unit on average compared to 235. So I'm getting 16 more kills per unit. I don't know if it's statistically significant, but it certainly feels meaningful. And I've acquired more total XP, like well over 1,000 more XP. And my XP on average is a huge difference, 261 to 284. So that means on average, every unit has 284 XP. That's a really big deal. That means I'm nearing 3 stars at the end. I made a huge improvement. And I think that there are further improvements I can make to make that number a bit higher. I think it would be really difficult to get the average to 300, but 290 is probably within reach. So those are broad numbers. Things are going better at every level, essentially, except for maybe hero acquisition. Now let's look at like more particular things. You have unit type on the x-axis, proceeding left to right. 1 is infantry, 2 is tanks, 3 is scout, 4 is anti-tank, 5 is artillery, 6 is anti-aircraft, 7 is fighter, 8 or 6 is or 7 is fighter, 8 is tactical bomber, 9 is level bombers. 2 is new, so 2 is my latest attempt at ultimate mode, and 1 is the attempt before that one. So notice that I'm doing better in infantry kills, but I don't know if it's statistically meaningful. I'm doing much worse on tank kills, and that's a good thing because it means I'm not overusing Kesha. Because tanks are going to be much bigger and more important later, so don't soak up all the kills early. 3 is scout, so I had 1 scout compared to 2. And obviously with 2 scouts I got a lot more kills. I was kind of surprised I got so many kills with my scouts. But on average, as you'll see, not as well as what I did with 1. And then 4 is anti-tank. I'm doing a lot better with anti-tank. So percentage-wise, how much better is that? 63, 68. So I don't know. What are we looking at? 25% better? 24% better. So obviously I'm using fewer anti-tanks, but I'm getting more kills. I think that's a really big deal, and I think it's tied to the fact that they have more experience earlier, so it's easier to get more kills. I also overstrengthened them, and that makes a difference. So I've just massively improved efficiency of my core performance by cutting the anti-tank from 3 to 2, in my opinion. If you look at Soren's statistics on this, the anti-tanks don't uphold very well, so that's why I cut the number I'm using. This is artillery. A nice improvement in artillery. It's pretty amazing that I did so much better, except that I remembered I didn't overstrengthen that much. I didn't overstrengthen in 39 early, and I have a feeling quite a few of the kill differences are tied to that. But I have more attack heroes on my... I have no attack heroes on any of my artillery in the new attempt, and in the old attempt I had like 3. So that kind of compensates, but I also overall have slightly better heroes, and I think that matters a little bit. But I'm also using more artillery more often, so that makes a difference. As you can see, artillery is kicking ass. It's bonkers what it's doing. Next up, we have anti-aircraft. This is very impressive. I have gotten over 200 more kills. The difference is that I didn't get a 3rd S1 gun. I got a second 88, and you should obviously do that. It makes a huge difference. This is killing more things. My anti-aircraft is killing more things than tanks, scouts, anti-tanks, or level bombers. So don't ignore your anti-aircraft guns. I got like over 150 kills between my 2 S1s, so they are not an insignificant part of these kills. And I did a much better job with them, getting them into combat than the other attempt. And this is also getting to a bigger point. Get the mobile AA into actual ground combat. It will increase your kill count. You'll squeeze value out of those units. You'll get them experience more quickly. Next, we have fighters. Look at this. 1,000 kills from 3 fighters. A small improvement over what I did before. But that improvement's almost entirely tied to overstrength, I think. I didn't really overstrengthen my fighters. And keep in mind, near the end of 40, I'm not even using fighters that much. So getting 1,000 kills, and I'm de-using fighters, as Rakata suggests, because sometimes we're using too many fighters, we need more ground troops. But still, it's nice to see that the Air Force is doing very, very well. And then we have Tactical Bombers. Tactical Bombers fucking crushed the old performance. This is tied to the fact I overstrengthened as soon as possible, and I got 2 useful heroes. Probably most of the variation there is explained by that. And you can see, getting useful heroes causes a huge difference in outcomes and kills. Tons of kills. A lot of the tank kills you're seeing here get distributed here. So that's good. We have level bombers. I don't think there's a statistically meaningful difference. I just have one more level bomber. They've a little underperformed, but I'm not complaining too much. Okay, next. Here's the average kill count by unit class, which I thought would be very meaningful. So, are my units on average killing more things? We know that's true in total, but what about within the unit class? The most interesting thing that kind of blew me away was apparently I was killing more units on average with infantry in the old method. But if you look more closely at the data, what was happening was Oladir had 700 kills. My new Oladir has 425. So I think a lot of the variation you're seeing there is explained by overuse of Oladir. But I am in no way upset that an average infantry unit has 315 kills entering 1941. It means that on average, infantry are preparing themselves for a second hero. That's pretty good. And it's a little deceptive on the old way, because Oladir is so many of those kills. This also, by taking the average, I'm accounting for the fact that the number of units I have by unit type are different. I have 9 infantry currently in my ultimate mode, and there was 7 last time. So that's diluting the experience gains, or at least you would think so, because I have more infantry, but we'll get into that. Next up is tanks. What's interesting is that despite the fact I'm using less tanks more frequently, I got more kills on average, like a lot more kills. Like that's, what are we looking at? A 30% increase in the average kill? And I took way less damage as well. I'm getting the best of both worlds. Part of this is overstrength. I think this is tied to overstrength, but part of this is just using my tanks better. And I have fewer tanks. So you would imagine if I had more tanks, maybe on average I can get more kills, but I think it boils down to the fact that my tactical bombers stepped up and helped me. If we look at scouts, my scout did a little bit better. I think that overall I used my scout much better than last time. And the fact that he's over 200 kills, I'm pretty proud of. And then we look at our anti-tank. Here's a major, major improvement. Almost doubling my average kill count, and I'm taking way less damage. You saw my core. I took 10 total damage between 2 anti-tank guns, which is a massive improvement. Massive improvement. And just to wait till at the end of 41, it's going to be mind-blowing. But look at how many kills I'm getting. I'm up there with artillery. I'm up there with anti-aircraft guns. So my anti-tank usage was brilliant, I think. I think it could be improved, but not necessarily in massive ways. I think I'm hitting like peak efficiency here. Next up is artillery. My artillery improved. I think most of this is tied to overstrength being used earlier in 39. Partly compensated by the fact that I got more attack heroes with the old version. I think they're roughly comparable, but I'm doing a little bit better. Next up is another major improvement. This is probably the biggest improvement. This is anti-aircraft. So we're looking at like, 40%, let's see, let's say 41% or so improvement in average kills. And this is entirely because I didn't get a third S1, I got a second 88. That was the stupidest core composition decision I made. Get a second 88 and you're going to get a ton of kills. That's really good. Because 7.1 guns are in here, so you would imagine like the 7.1 lowers the average quite a bit. And it does. I mean, look at what happens when you have 3 of them. but I actually got decent kills on those guys. Next up are fighters. My fighters, I don't know if this is statistically meaningful. It certainly feels like it is, but I got more kills. I think almost all of this is attributed to overstrength, however. So I think my fighters performed at the same level. However, thanks to Soren's fighter traps, I took 1 damage on Heinrich Bar at Sedan and no damage at any other point. That's mostly thanks to Soren. Tactical bombers are just basically the same. I was a little surprised that they were slightly lower, but you have to realize near the end of Grand Campaign 1940, I stopped using them. I didn't deploy tactical bombers at Dijon. I didn't deploy them at Marginal Line. I didn't deploy them at Reims. Okay, so the last 3 scenarios, I didn't deploy these tactical bombers, but because they got attack heroes, they're comparing very well to what I did before. And then level bombers are way down, but I think most of the difference is explained by the fact that I had a Junker, and a lot, like, I'm willing to bet almost all of the difference is the fact that I had a Junker that I used all the time, and a little bit is tied to RNG. But my level bombers will kick ass later. So, average XP by unit type. This was another very important thing I wanted to see if I had improved upon. So, apparently, I am still doing worse on average with infantry, which maybe is not that surprising because I was way lower on average kill, but I'm not way lower on XP. I'm 9 less. It kind of suggests I've been more efficiently using my infantry. And they are well over, I mean, they're over 2 stars, so that's good. They're over 2.5 stars. That's a really good target. 275 would be better, but I can't complain here. So it kind of suggests that I'm getting close to optimizing infantry usage. And then, what do we have? Tanks. It's really interesting. I use tanks way less, but I'm slightly ahead of where I was on experience. Once again, suggesting not only am I taking way less kills, but I'm just using them more efficiently. And I don't think there's much efficiency improvements here for the tanks. And then we got a nice improvement on recon. My recon hit 3 stars. I'm very happy about that. I don't know if it's statistically meaningful, but it feels meaningful. Next, we have anti-tank. This is a major improvement, I think. Below 2 stars to over 2 stars. The way I used my anti-tanks was a really big deal. That's a huge improvement, I think. And then this is another huge improvement. Artillery. My artillery is basically averaging 3 stars. I've done a much better job using artillery earlier and getting them experience, and I think this is going to help me. Look at the huge difference, this huge jump. What was I doing here with 258? Like, I must have been messing up. This is perfect. Averaging 3 stars on artillery after 1940, especially, I have 13 pieces of artillery. Only 2 of them don't have 3 stars. That's amazing. Next up, we have anti-aircraft. This is nice. You know, 2 stars to over 2 stars. That's a really big deal. I think I've made massive improvements. All of that is tied to the fact I got a second 88 gun. Next, we have fighters. I think this is a small improvement. Below 3 stars to above 3 stars. Clearly, I'm using fighters better. I think it's because I always gave them... I didn't have to give... I gave regular replacements when my fighters took damage, and that's the difference. Whereas here, I took 1 point of damage total on my fighters. Huge difference. Both tactical bombers got maxed out, no surprise. And then, this is probably not meaningful. I think my Donier had a really bad marginal line. Otherwise, this would be equal, I think. Maybe even slightly higher. So these are basically equal. And I have a new slide, death count on average. So how much have I improved here? I think I've improved a lot. So you can see on infantry, average deaths are way down. Not way down, but okay, so 19 to 17 is like, I don't know, 9% or something. So I think there's improvements to be made here, but not much. Tanks are way down, 20 to 12. That basically if you think about it, that's a 40% drop in average deaths. I've way improved my use of tanks, and you can thank Soren for just pointing the way on how to do that. What is up is my scout. My scout took a lot of damage, but he also got to 3 stars. So I think over time, my scout's going to perform better than the average, but we'll see. Anti-tank is way down. So if we're going from 14 to 5, you know, what is that, a 60% drop? Obviously, damage I'm taking is way, way down. Way down. This is a massive improvement. We go from 2.4 to 1.8. So a 25% drop in damage from artillery. And a lot of the damage I took from artillery was completely meaningless because it was in the early 39 scenario. If you were to take that out, I would have like less than 1 damage. Probably less than 0.5 because I took a lot of damage in artillery. But still, it's nice to see I'm improving there. And this is a massive improvement. You know, more than 50% fall in anti-aircraft damage. That was just better trap setting by me. Much, much better trap setting. This is huge. This is fighters. I took 1 point of damage. Every unit class has 1 point of damage at least. My whole Air Force has 1 point of damage for each class. Massive improvement. There's no... I took 15 total damage from my fighters to 1. So, massive improvement. Almost impossible to do better than this. And then the tactical bombers, way better. 10 times better. Way, way, way better. And that point of damage was completely irrelevant. And then a point on the Donye. But still, I'm doing way better with tactical bombers as well. So, yeah. So that's on average. And that is the end. The other thing I'm working on is making an advanced list of tactics everyone's used and who made them, and maybe talk about how useful it is for ultimate mode, because there's some tactics I'm using over and over again other players are not, which is the anti-aircraft double artillery trap. You can see it's working out really well because the anti-aircraft damage is very low. And if I go back, can I go back? Yeah. Average XP is pretty good on anti-aircraft. You can look at, oh, whoops. Kill count is, this is important. Kill count's way up. Part of this is combat with infantry. But you can see my deaths are, in general, always better unless it's the scout, and often a lot better. So I think it's going very, very well. I will not be doing Belgrade until Soren gets there, because I'm hoping he has a plan that efficiently dispatches the enemy forces. I also want to know what upgrades he's making. Is he going to upgrade his Storm Panzer to a towed artillery, that kind of stuff? I think Magana Line is going to take him a while. I have no idea if he can get a decisive on that map. That might be the map that breaks him, but we'll see. Until next time.